Timo is private profile. Oh, come on. I don't get it. Yeah, Timo's private profile. Can you write him? Thanks, man. Where do I send my link? Console contenders. Oh, I should send it in the castle group. Time to get some subscribers. Time to get some subscribers. God. It's week 6. Why should they? Why should they screw the roots?
Okay, for some reason it was off, so now we're good.
Okay. No.
Normally it's on. I don't know the fuck's okay.
Where's it casted? Okay, can you guys okay, yeah, they have fun. Well.
Alright, we're good. We're good now.
Very good, but I'm waiting for them to be ready.
Yep. It's being streamed right now?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
Should I just put it in the... Or can you put it?
I put it in the casters and
In the media?
I think the other guys will send it into the next groups and to the caster group.
Okay.
Okay, for where's Mur? Who's Mur? Do you know Mur?
Oh, yeah. Velouria.
Velouria, okay. Then put him into blue. Okay, done, honey. He's public now, and we're ready. Put Mur in for Timo. Put Mur in for Timo. I'm getting salty. Back to this. And put him in the game. Team respecting the blue team.
Perfect.
So, I actually don't care. I want to start. Okay, no, still missing the answer from Velouria. Okay, they're ready.
Alright.
Then
Let's get the show move.
Start the first game from this series. Yeah, Velouria Wolves against the Horsemen. I want to see the standings.
We're just for the people that are watching. Where are Velouria and the Horsemen as of right now for the standings?
Oh, I have to start. Did someone left? Yeah, someone from someone from Horsemen left.
Horsemen. Oh, DC. We have a DC.
So back to lobby.
Yep.
Sorry. And another time waiting. Nice. Can Fuzzy send my link into this stream group thing? I can't write there, so Fuzzy needs to. Can you tell me when he's joining back?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay, I want to send my link into match chat.
Alright.
Oh, you sent it there. Okay.
I put it, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Got you. Alright, I think we might have a probably DC.
Wait, why DC? They have Fahad still as a sub, so they could play.
No. Oh, yeah, I don't know why he's saying that.
That's weird. Okay, now he's back. And
But in case the one of the people DC, we gotta know the rules. Do you know what to do? What happens if in that situation?
I don't know what to do.
Alright, I'll go at Timo real quick.
Okay,
not Timo, what am I saying? I'll ask Buster.
yeah, please. I'm asking if they're ready. I think there's a small pause allowed.
Double checking the main man himself, but I think we'll get to go whenever.
You have to go in an hour. Oh,
I think we're good to go. Double check. Ready? Yep, they're ready to go.
okay, then let's go. Second try. 6 Ks from you, Sam. Okay.
Alright, part 2.
Yeah, let's go. Velouria Wolves against Horsemen. So, let's see on Ilios.
Alright. Alrighty. Do you know? Alright, so for the people watching.
Yeah, there are 2 people watching right now.
For the 2 people watching.
Okay.
Oh, 5-minute pause. Okay, got it.
Yeah, okay. Now 3 people. Now it's working. Come on.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Okay. Do you know any one of these players?
I do. I am quite familiar with Thomas. I'm very familiar with a little bit of Velouria's side. Horseman, not so much. I have seen Jay Skills play though. And for the most part, other than that, I do not know many of these players. However, with their play, we'll see who really is the. I'm pretty sure Velouria is the favorite here though, from what I've heard.
Okay, interesting. I know some players from Horsemen, like J-Skits and Cutover. Played with them before, but I know the whole team Velouria. We played against them, and they're actually really good in team play. So let's see what they're doing. So
we've got a pharmacy out from Horseman here. Mercy Pocket.
Orisa Hawk.
For both running. Well, Velouria is running a Diva. Oh, the first pick on the Thomas for Horseman here. Horseman is running a superior comp in comparison. Because Velouria has opted to play Diva into this comp, which may not be favorable. And right now, Mito is absolutely getting so much space to be able to take up so much. And the Hog is very lethal from... Wait, is this a... what is this? What is this contest? What is this contest?
Ah, there was more. What the fuck? Didn't see her either. Okay, that was a huge contest.
Oh my god. Absolutely an interesting contest from Murray.
That was actually a strong fight for the Horsemen. Now they have a ton of ult charge to work with.
Their positioning right now for the Horsemen is absolutely favorable. Hooks can just be thrown in left and right. We're gonna see if Widow right here can maybe make some space on the Reaper.
But I actually think
right
Reaper's right now
Horsemen
the worst choice, because what can Reaper do now? They have a Hawk who can counter him, they have J-Skits on McCree who can stun him, and he can't touch the Pharaoh, so what gets a Reaper out of here? What can he do?
Very true. And Velouria is still running the D.Va.
Yeah.
Which can technically counter the Pharaoh, but the Pharaoh is making up so much space just with her positioning and the amount of healing that she's going to get poured into her. I don't really think one D.Va will do anything in comparison to the Hog Hook combo.
Well,
and
right now,
we can see right here that Horsemen are absolutely taking up so much space.
Okay.
They're controlling the game.
There's the switch to Widow. That can be huge if she gets out the Pharaoh or the Mercy. The Mercy would be the best pick to get.
Yes.
But Horseman has still the ultimate advantage, so
they've got the positioning advantage too. Their ground game is strong. Oh, that's a great
There's
pick.
a huge pick. Okay, but Mercy
Huge
still allows, she can res. That's probably a team fight. That's a team fight win. And a waste.
And Velouria have finally woken up and realized that they can actually take their own hook combo as well.
Yeah.
And the Widow switch was absolutely vital to this win.
But still a huge pick from Samito.
Samito's still taking up a lot of space here. Still causing a lot of trouble.
They have a problem to deal with the Farah.
Very nice hook there from Velouria. Very nice hook from Sammy Joe.
Okay, so we see the reset. No swaps from
Velouria are playing aggressive though here.
But it's
and that's
working.
A very nice hook onto the reset.
Nice.
McCree is on the left hand side looking.
That's actually a reset.
Space.
No, Jace gets get Thomas.
Farah is still behind them though here.
Farah's behind them and they can't deal with her. And now Lex Hawk is getting the picks. There's
still taking up a lot of space, and that there comes out a whole hog.
Oh.
Lucio.
Okay.
Or Star Stable's kind of behind. He's missing around.
Okay, and now the fight is getting close. Oh, and yeah, that's it.
Oh, and it looks like a mini C9, even though I don't believe they would have taken anyway.
No, they wouldn't have made it. Okay.
Great performance from Amlag and Samito. On top of overall the positioning was very, very exquisite, taking up so much space, and honestly, Velouria's comp didn't really.
Yeah. They switched way too late.
Counter. They switched way too late.
Yeah. Okay, but now we see Thomas switch to Hanzo. Hanzo's still a strong character, I think. Can potentially do a ton of damage. And Samito switched off from Firewear to Widow, and J-Skits is now on the Reaper.
So we got double sniper coming in from Velouria, as well as the hog hook combo, or the the hook combo from them as well.
And now we see from Horseman the Ryan D.Va com.
We're seeing a very that's a
there's
great
the pick
though.
from Widowblade, and another one. Strong.
Two very nice picks
that's very
coming
good.
in from Widowblade.
And that's a total reset for
the
Horseman.
Just gotta, or not Velouria. Horsemen have to reset this immediately.
Yeah, that was a quick reset
early on. Two great shots from Widowblade.
Yeah, that was incredible. So now Tumas is. What is Hanzo?
And now
and another one
again.
Strong.
Taking out Samito.
Okay, Hawk is going for the Reaper side, and it looks like he's losing the fight, but Reaper's retreating. So
Velouria taking a very aggressive stance here, knowing that they have so much space with Widowblade. Just farming people on the Widow here.
Great job.
Another hook, but
great pull and hook combo.
J-Skill coming behind. Widow again.
This Widow is
coming
popping.
In with the clutch shots.
And
You're
right
sitting
now,
on this. Thomas is looking to maybe take out.
There's a Orisa Hawk comp. They're totally destroying the Horsemen. Right now with the MVP from the Hawk and the Widow, both doing an incredible job.
It really is Widowblade just kind of running this fight right now.
Yeah, she always takes out Samito. Always. Let's make it a 5-6.
We have ult coming in, we have Coalescence, and
there's a Shatter.
Gets one. It gets one, they take that out. And it's a very nice Coalescence.
Oh, and there's Samito's pick onto Widowblade.
A little bit, maybe could have been honestly a waste there from
J-Skills. Yeah, it was totally a waste. They got 3 picks.
The fight was already won, and yet they still committed that ult. That might hurt them in the long run here.
Yeah, Death Blossom is an important ult and maybe one of the strongest in the game. And for that waste, I think they will get punished.
But Widowblade
again! Oh my god, I have to spectate this guy, man. Oh, sorry! Oh. Fuck, that's my fault.
Watch your button pressing. Okay, Widowblade again on another crucial pick.
Okay,
here.
I'm on Widowblade now. And Widowblade is getting contested from the Reaper. Jay's good. And there's the first huge Widowblade. The chat.
Ryan looking to take space.
And again! Really, oh my god, this guy is waiting
Ryan
for him.
Ryan is almost oblivious to Samui Joe just sitting there, going through. He's just been on the point the entire time. They haven't even looked back.
Okay, let's find the Hawk.
So at this point, Horsemen have 2 ults they can use, probably Coalescence as well.
Another one, another time. Okay,
Joe, great pressure from everybody here on Velouria though.
Yeah, they're playing the Orisa Hawk comp extremely good. Really impressive.
That's a nice shatter. That's a big shatter actually.
Yeah.
Coming in from...
That was saving the game from
Conch.
And if they're smart and don't use any ults, they can win the next fight easy. Okay.
Yes.
Now J-Skits is the only one getting his ult. Meanwhile, Widowblade gets his Imprecise. Sabu Joe got his Whole Hawk, and Mur got his Coalescence, and they switched off Widowblade. Switched off Widow.
This next fight will definitely be crucial, depending on how Velouria are able to combo their ults and their cooldowns, and see if they can actually win this point. They definitely need to take out J-Skill as soon as possible here, though.
That's the win condition. They have to. The Hawk that has to get the Reaper.
Both teams are peeking right now. One Hog ult is used early on in the fight. Doesn't get that much.
Yeah, got mostly eaten from the D.Va, and J-Skits is still
on the Genji. Oh, there's a big
There's
J-Skits,
and not getting anything out of his Death Blossom.
Absolutely out-healed, outplayed by Velouria's healers.
Okay, and that looks like a team fight now. Last chance.
Out a blade, attempt to save the point, and it's undone. Murray, very well done.
Kata was coming back on the lineup, but probably no chance.
In fact, hats off to Velouria's.
That's it for Horsemen on this round. Now it's getting to the last map from Ilios. To the
absolutely insane output from Murray and Star Sable there. Completely out-healed the Reaper ulti, as well as coming in clutch in the actual team fight.
But I actually think the Hawk is right now the best player in the game from Velouria Wolves. So Joe is getting so many huge hooks out. Always playing.
I think both Hogs have done very well so far. We've seen two very good Hog players on both sides.
But right now this Ryan D.Va comp is not working against the Orisa Hawk.
It is not.
And if they're not switching, I don't see any good for them. Now we see a May Reaper.
We do see the classic May Reaper. However, I'm very skeptical about Unlag playing the D.Va again here.
Yeah, I don't see any stuff that she can do. She's just a feed, my opinion.
Yes, but looks like Velouria is opting for a Sombra pick here.
Okay, that's interesting. Reaper. Maybe they expected Pharah to come.
Yeah, maybe they expected a Pharah of some sort.
Oh.
But Widowblade gets an early pick here.
One of Velouria jumped off. McCree got picked off. Now it's a 4v3, and that's a fight for Velouria again.
And that's a very good pick for Samui Joe. Just absolutely getting 2 crucial picks and then the cleanup fight. But that's it. It's done. And again, like we said, Unlag on the D.Va might not be benefiting them as much as it probably should. And Velouria now have a very crucial positioning advantage here on the defender side.
Not just positioning. If you look at Thomas TWD, he's close to his EMP that can win the next fight.
Big hook. I'm like finally switching to a Hog and absolutely landing a crucial hook onto Reaper there.
Took forever, but now they're pushing alone in. Maybe went first in.
Now they're getting absolutely aggressing here.
Yeah. Okay, now they're going for the Rissa. And that looks like a teamfight win. Hawk is dead. Oh, okay.
Oh, two amazing picks from the support line, but
Saber wasted his speed.
They did use speed. They're very cunning in this fight.
Okay, they still have enough ults. EMP is out.
EMP is out.
And now they have to capitalize on it.
If Horsemen somehow win this.
And the whole Hawk is coming.
Oh, but Velouria.
The whole Hawk is
absolutely coming
carrying this fight. But Reaper is back. They have to get the Reaper. He's doing 10 of damage. And there is he. And now it's just Moira. And Hawk is coming back. Velouria Wolves.
Hawk is here, but that's too late here.
And right now, so Joe.
That was a weird utilization of beat drop by Horseman's Lucio, knowing that the EMP was going to come out.
Yeah.
Very early.
He actually, I think he forgot about it and hoped they can win the fight faster. Better than Star Sable speed. Star Sable speed got denied from the Hawk.
We do see Widowblade looking to pop his ulti on Reaper.
Yeah, he's...
And
Samitox got denied again.
Great first pick.
Shattered got denied.
Shattered coming out, but nothing huge other than getting the big pin on the Reaper.
And another great hook from Samitox, but that wasn't enough. This looks like a fight for Horsemen. And that's teamfight win. But
Velouria they did have to commit a lot to that fight though.
Yeah,
do know that Velouria still has almost 4 ults, like 5 ults at this point.
Yeah, and one of them is EMP, could be a teamfight win. So right now,
all they have to do right now is press the bongos, EMP, and get a huge die, and then that's a win for Velouria here. But Horseman did come out here with this Vera Pharmacy coming out again from.
Okay, but actually this hook is good enough to hook the far out of the sky. And
did get hacked, though.
Horsemen still have a chance if Lucio can
looking for the big die here.
And now it's over.
It is massive.
That's the 4K.
That is it.
Yeah. Harmless Potato didn't get the beat in time, and now he gets punished for it. That's a teamfight lose for Horsemen, and that's the first map for Velouria Wolves.
Velouria.
Good job. Just one pause in the game, I'm happy.
And there's the stunning plays from both Hog players coming out here.
Yeah.
Definitely Omlag was getting the best of both Sammy Joe, but Sammy Joe honestly had, from the looks of it, did not like anything what was going on and decided to take the game into his own hands in the following last 2 maps. Or sorry, for last two map stages.
Yeah. But I think also the Rissa made a big change here right now. Reinhardt didn't get that much out of himself without a Zarya. So yeah, I think they shouldn't have swapped off their Rissa Hawk comp from the first game that they won, and should have stayed with it. But now we see what they can bring on the next map. Do you know what it is?
It is Temple.
Temple of Anubis. It's actually called Temple of Draw Anubis.
Whoa. Yeah? Fact right there.
Then I call him Joe. Okay, they call him Joe. Bailey Hayes. Okay, they asked Blizzard World is next.
Oh, Blizzard World was 4th on the hybrids, but
okay, it looks like Blizzard World. Then let's get it in here.
Is it Blizzard World? Hold up, check the.
Yeah, take your time.
I will double check. Map pool control is Ilios. Assault is Temple. Escort is Route 66, and then Hybrid is Blizzard.
Okay, so looks like, are we going Blizzard or Temple?
That's the order it comes up in. It's Ilios, Temple.
Are we going for the order or?
I think let's just start it. We're good.
Okay, then let's start it. Okay,
we'll have to play
round
the
2.
map anyway, so. But regardless, Blizzard Wolves is one of those very interesting maps that has a very not awkward but very distinct first beginning. That there's only really truly 1 or 2 paths that's quite tight. So this does favor a lot of snipers coming out here.
Yeah.
Just with how much space you'll be able to get. So will we see a hard lineup, a hard Widow lineup from Widowblade? We'll find out.
Yeah.
He did pop off on that map on Ilios.
I actually think we will see here also a lot of Diva.
I feel like we will see a lot of DV here as well.
Yeah. Okay, so Joe is on Hawk again. So they're playing Rissa Hawk. Thomas is on May, and Widowblade is on McCree. Starsable on Baptiste, and Murray is on Moira.
Interesting defense.
Yeah, it can work. They are playing a really good Rissa Hawk comp with his hook pull action. And if Widowblade is as good, is with his McCree as good as he is with his Widow, English is a hard language, then they
of course
have a really good chance to win this game. But Samito on Ashe and Jace on Hanzo can work too, with Cut over on Reinhardt again, and I'm Lag on Diva, Harmless Potato on Moira, and Honey Badger on Mercy. Okay, that's interesting. Now they're going to play the Mercy just for the damage boost for the Ashe to one-shot targets. And Thomas not one-shotted, but got the Ashe.
The guy wastes res early on in the fight here.
Okay.
They're playing a very good defensive. Oh, but look, they're Samito's looking off to get a pick from the left-hand side. But very nice hook from Sammy Joe.
Pretty good.
And right now,
what is Murray doing? Murray was in their backline.
Aggressive.
Wasn't good. And Cutover got hooked. That's strong.
Sammy Joe cleans up here.
Yeah.
And very nice move.
Samito got Starsaber, what is a huge pick for them. Because it takes a bit if, for the Baptiste to come back.
Was a nice hook on the Diva here.
Yeah, and now they're going in, and that looks like a team fight win for
some J skills.
Yeah, J skills got 2. Now Savage is dead. Yeah, and Toasto is left alone. Baptiste is coming back too, but he is going to be staggered, guess. Now Tomasto is dead, going to kill the Baptiste. Now they're taking the point. Wait, they didn't kill the Baptiste? Why? It was an easy kill for them. I'm lag roots. Okay, let's get on Widowblade's perspective. Let's see what he's doing. And right now he's standing. Okay, and there's the animatrix from Starsable, and he got picked up from Samito from behind. And Samito got murdered too. Both supports are down, and Bob is now coming. Samito got
Big Bob.
Samito.
But Sammy Joe popping his ult very early.
Yeah. But like the Bob got Widowblade, and Jace got now Samito. That's a teamfight win for Horsemen.
Here.
But now Savage switched to Diva, interesting. And right now Velouria Wolves got the ult advantage.
Oh, that's a massive shatter.
Yeah.
coming in from Conch.
Yeah, but the immortality saved Velouria. And there's the headshot from
Big
J-Skills.
eat from Lag, eating the blizzard from Thomas that could win this fight here.
Nice. Okay, that's not looking good for Velouria right now.
Joe absolutely about to kill. Oh, two nice picks on the high ground.
Strong.
Absolutely demolishing Honey Badger and Smito on their Ash pocket. And those two picks could have come in crucial here from Velouria to win this team fight here. Even though Lag had a big eat on that blizzard.
Yeah, that was really strong from Lag. Really good.
It was a massive shatter from Conch, but obviously they could not capitalize.
Yeah. Was well played from Savvy Joe. He got 2 picks on the back line. And now Starsaber is popping his ad matrix, but doesn't look like that they can win.
And now Horsemen have to wait out the ant matrix here.
Yeah. Okay, they did. Sabito is taking the high ground.
Still looking for alternate angles here, but he is absolutely shot down by Thomas here. Res that is just to use early in the fight.
Okay,
this could be a nice. That is a very nice
Dragon.
Hanzo ulti there, getting a pick on Starstable, which could prove crucial.
Okay, would have played gun I'm lag. That's pretty good.
Beautiful wall from Thomas, taking away this Bob here and completely outpositioning him.
Okay, and that was a really good hold from Velouria.
And Widowboy cleaning up here.
Right now the last fight.
Nice wall.
Right now the last fight's
Horsemen cancelled out that Bob.
Yeah. Right now Horsemen did every single team fight made the first pick and still didn't win it. So
Horsemen are looking very aggressive, but somehow with crucial plays, Velouria are keeping their ground.
Okay, there's a Diva bomb.
Beautiful bomb coming in from Amlag. And the shatter with the follow-up. This definitely looks like a win for Horsemen here, and they're gonna finally take the point.
Finally, it took long.
So much relentless time and effort being poured in.
Okay, now J-Skills got his dragon, Harmless Potato is close to his coalescence, and Honey Badger got his Valk. Meanwhile, Thomas TWD got his Blizzard. They got coalescence too, and probably close to Matrix and High Noon. So let's see what they're going to do. And they're using Diva
bomb here coming in. Joe getting a pick on the Ash, which is absolutely massive for them, and now they're gonna look like push up. But the big res comes in from Honey Badger.
Now cut over step. Got picked up from Thomas.
And it looks like Horsemen have to reset here. Honey Badger did use the ult, but it does come in clutch because it gives Samito the opportunity to get a huge pick on Thomas. And Samito going on a mini flank here. Both coalescence coming out from both sides of the fight. And it forces Velouria to step back.
From Starstable again.
Hopefully they're looking to take back space with this, and Widowblade does get a nice pick on Harmless Potato here. And Sammy Joe's taking a very good position. Blizzard does come out in the heat of the fight.
But
that was
doesn't need it.
Understandably, might have been a waste.
You think it's a waste? He got like nothing out of it. He has frozen one person like the Hanzo in it, and that's it.
With only 60 seconds, you could say that's a very bad ult to use, especially considering that now that Horsemen are coming back in with both their DPS ults.
It was the most important ult to use, and now Dragon's coming in the break line. They have to use the immortality field. Stay alive. And now Bob is coming.
Here.
And Bob is really
good
placed.
Very good position. Samito getting a pick
Thomas died there, but
Widowblade, however,
got J-Skills.
Great amp, or great bongos from
but now J-Skills got rest. And another Matrix from Starstable, and the bomb is out.
Very, very, very nice immortality here coming in, and Samito getting the pick on, or Sammy Joe getting the pick on Samito. And honestly, this is a pretty even fight at the moment.
Yeah.
Sammy Joe coming in and getting crucial picks here. Horseman just trying to touch, and it looks like Velouria holds.
Yeah, that's a full hold. That's a hold from Velouria Wolves. 2 points for Horseman.
Horseman. You know what went wrong for Horseman there, in your opinion?
I think they started the fight really good with some good ultimates, but didn't went aggressive in it when they should. Like they used Dragon and Bob, but then get like picked off from Widowblade and lost one man down to him. And I think these important picks that Velouria Wolves is getting Horsemen off the game. Always this one man they're losing at the start of every fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that you're right in a sense. Horsemen had a lot of good plays, but they just weren't able to. They got too complacent, you could tell. They were kind of sitting back and just seeing if they could get picks, but they gave too much space for individual play to kind of take off a couple of the Horsemen members, and the spawns just kept coming in from Velouria to the point where they couldn't take that second point so late. There was way too much time, and I think that hurt them in the end.
Yeah, there were many fights where Horsemen could have get the point and get a team fight, but then lost to like one player like Savage Joe and his Diva, where he got like 2 picks at the back line. And yeah,
I think that hurt them.
It's like these kind of mistakes that is getting Velouria Wolves the win over Horsemen.
Talking about an interesting comp, we have Ball coming out from Sammy Joe as well as Velouria.
Interesting.
We got, but that's, and they have a Reaper and a Sombra, as well as double shield coming out from Horsemen, both in a Reset and a Reinhardt.
Okay, interesting.
Very bulky comp coming out here from Horsemen, sitting back with a double sniper and a double shield, so they're definitely hunkering down here from the looks of it.
And there's the pick from J-Skits to Star Sable. Savageoe got Honey Badger, but Harmless got Savageoe.
Murray is becoming a more DPS here.
So this fight looks split even.
No, my big fear with this comp here for coming out from Horsemen is, will the tanks have enough damage really to out-sustain a Ball coming in at the same time, and focus on Yeti also pushing and breaking shields as well. And for right now, it looks like that this pressure and inability to focus one person might be harming Horsemen here, because the space that Velouria are taking are absolutely pushing them into a corner.
Yeah. Right.
It is a good bob here coming out from Samito though.
Yeah, and there's the Animatrix, what is doing a ton of damage, and now they can turn the fight if they're getting these picks. Oh, but unlucky, Imlag has to reload. Was close to get a Star Sable.
Then we're getting a pick on J-Skills. And really this fight has been messy from both sides.
Yeah.
But it looks like Horsemen have somehow stabilized, even after the amount of pressure they're getting from both the Ball and the front line. But at a cost, we're going to be seeing EMP, one of the strongest ults in the game here, readied up for Velouria.
Okay, but right now, what do they want to combine it with it? They don't have Reaper ult yet, they only get beat with it. They can only hope for the Spongos. And there's the pick onto
here comes the
Harmless Potato.
Massive 3-man EMP here. And Sammy Joe just immediately commits to the back line, and he gets 3 picks.
And there's the beat.
And there comes out the, so we got late spawns here from
they
the
got
reset.
Point. Picked off
gets a horrible spawn, so does J Skill. Wow.
And they're close to getting the Mercy too. No, Mercy escaped from the Sombra.
They did have to commit 2 ults in that last fight, I believe, from Horsemen. But Velouria are looking very good ult-wise here. And then we have Conch getting hacked here from Thomas.
Okay.
This might look like a very hard game for Conch if he keeps getting hacked multiple times.
Yeah, but they have forced another shit, and there's the free kick for Widowblade. There's it.
Sneaky use by Widowblade on that. Huge ult coming in and just absolutely demolishing.
Yeah, that's a fasty fight, but what is Amlek doing here right now? He's staggering himself, taking time, and now the card is pushing forward. And maybe because of his stagger, they can't get to the card.
Velouria here not taking early space, and looks like this is the point.
And they took the point, the second point, and have 4 minutes now to beat Horsemen.
Their entire team is quite committing to just absolutely running over Horsemen here.
Yeah. Now they get really staggered. It doesn't look like Horsemen got a plan.
Back to push the point.
Still getting staggered. There's just McCree and Orisa. Now getting picked
really
off.
Pushing out this momentum and just really taking space early on here.
Yeah. Now they're pushing the car too. But the D.Va got lost her mech, so with Joe. So now he has to get his mech fast for the next team fight. Jace got his dragon. Cat over got Shadow.
The last second Mei pick here.
Alright, there's a Mei pick here. And there's a huge Shadow from Cat over. Anti-EMP. Okay, interesting. Widowblade
is coming out. That's a 5-man EMP from Thomas.
Oh, but Widowblade wasted his Death Blossom now.
Coming out.
Joe got D.Va. No, got Orisa. And now there's the bomb coming out.
Big bomb. Nope, nothing for that. Honey Badger trying to ult and trying
dragging on the card.
Honey Badger still touching the point somehow. Bongo's coming out. It looks like Velouria just gonna push everything they have into this fight.
Right now for Velouria is just to clean up. They have to get Jace skills. Got him, and now Cutter was the last one, and now Velouria takes the point and takes the map win.
And this is where we see the big ult on the high ground, quite sneaky to be quite honest with you.
Okay.
Very big.
Well played, good play from Widowblade. Really good highlight. And all the fights, Velouria Wolves looked way smarter on the games. Looks like they planned it more out before the fight even started. They had a game plan. While Horsemen just went in and looked what they could get with something. Looked a bit messy from Horsemen on every fight.
No, I quite disagree on that. I feel like Horsemen are more set. I feel like Velouria are working on with comfort picks here, more than trying to figure out the perfect comps. I think Horsemen are trying to force certain comps that they've already practiced before. But obviously I think Velouria's playstyle, where they're kind of coming at you from multiple angles, is really disrupting what Horsemen want to do. Is what they want to set up with that double shield. But obviously, like, if they set up with that double shield, they were just getting punished from multiple angles, and they're barely staying alive and being pushed into that corner early on. So I think that Velouria are really pushing with their comfort picks for the most part.
Could be. I'm pretty sure now the tank line changed a lot in the last weeks, with now probably D.Va coming into meta and Hawk, and we definitely see Savijo likes this PX. He's really comfortable on him, and is really strong on him. But also Widowblade is a really strong hit scan. So yeah, we will see what's happened next. Now Timu's coming in for Mur.
Or Angels is asking if he wants to if he wants to come in.
Yeah, you can come. You can come in. Buster, right now it's 2-0 for Velouria. Next map is Temple, right?
Next map, I believe Temple. Either that or Root. I believe it is Temple.
Yeah, I got Temple now. So is Angel coming?
Okay, Angels is coming in. Yes.
Ja. Okay, ich kann es nicht.
And now we're seeing Timo in here.
Yeah,
Firmer.
As support.
So we're going to see a little bit of a shakeup in the tank line, I believe, or Timo might be playing healer. Who knows?
Timo's playing healer. Mer played before support.
Oh.
He was Moira, and I think Timo's now filling in. Maybe they want to try out something new.
So from my experience, I've played with Timo a lot before. My previous experience, Timo can either be the biggest bot or he could do stuff. So who knows?
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Sounds interesting.
He could either bot out completely or he could do stuff. So we will see what Timo does, or which side of Timo we see playing healer here.
Okay.
We do have Angels coming in soon.
I looked into his career and he played Moira and Lucio, so I think maybe they want to use speed boost this time, speed boost, and maybe try some fast comms.
I think we're gonna see Star Stable on the Lucio and then Timo on the Moira, and then I feel as though Harmless Potato and Honey Badger will stick to the Mercy, and I think they might run like double main heals. Who knows? To be honest with you. Can you add Angels to the party?
I don't have one on the friend list. I thought you have him. You have him? Okay, nice.
Yeah, I'll do it right
now. I didn't saw any dive at the moment, so I hope someone is going to play dive. It would be cool.
Most wanting. It's like they want to join into like a diva comp or dive comp, but no one's really committing to that dive or a dive comp. Kind of sticking to halfway through, messing around with like Arisa and Ryan and diva combos. Really been interesting. Multiple comps coming out, honestly. Nothing really standard meta.
Okay, hi Angels.
We have not seen Sigma play yet, though.
Right, we haven't seen Sigma. That's cool. That's interesting. From who is the big bad Jade?
I don't believe it's Velouria. I think it's Horseman, probably.
Okay, then let's give him the Horseman team.
Because Velouria did not give me that person in their lineup.
Let's enter match chat. Maybe they want to swap.
Can we switch it now? We attack. They want to switch.
They want to switch.
Attacking defense. Attacking defense.
Okay, how do you switch it?
You move it around.
Oh, yeah. Do I have to change names again, or?
Yeah, do it. Just do it. That's better.
Come on.
It'll be better for me because I don't want to look and mess it up.
Really annoying for me, but I'm fine to do it. It's alright. Okay, let's see Horseman against Horseman.
Yeah.
Let's go. Velouria Wolves. Okay, now, are they ready?
Yeah, they're ready.
Okay, then let's start. Now, third map, maybe the map to decide if Velouria Wolves is going to win and beat Horsemen, or if it's going on.
Well,
Swap
as you
the
said,
spectators.
Oh yeah, we do of course have to swap the spectators to the respective sides. But as you said, coming into this match, we're going to be seeing Velouria Wolves close out a 3-0 to get an early victory in the series. And well, Temple of Anubis is definitely one of those maps that a lot of teams have practiced in the past. It's been in the map rotation for a very long time now. So a lot of teams have special strategies they like running on this map. For example, some teams like running stuff like a Junkrat or a Sombra on this map to use the high ground really effectively to make sure they can punish people on the low ground.
Yeah, honestly, for this series, we've really seen mostly teams trying to integrate D.Va, but quite literally, there have been times where there's been an over integration of D.Va. I don't know really how to say it, but certain D.Va players that have been strong previously are really kind of showing off their own skills here. And but we have seen a lot of very nice use of pharmacy, like we see here from Velouria coming out, as well as so not Velouria, Horsemen. And we also have seen like very much a lot of use of the pull hook combo in previous maps. So, but looks like Velouria here kind of want to TP straight onto and brawl for the most part.
Yeah, we do see Teemo on the Brig actually, and well, that does lead to a very brawly comp. They want to make sure they have the Brig getting the Inspire for as much time as possible, meaning that she wants to constantly be dealing damage. But the spam coming in from Samito, so much damage.
Already on point. But Samito is absolutely showing off his pharmacy skills that he did all the way back in Ilios. So this looks like a one team fight for Horsemen here.
And we see that Velouria have a composition very similar to what we would have considered GOATs back in the day. And well, Pharah definitely had a pretty decent spot in the meta during that time. With compositions like this, you see teams playing very close together, which means Pharah gets a lot of value out of this flash damage, gets a lot of ult charge very quickly, so definitely a strong hero in this situation.
Yeah, so Samito again, absolutely going to be taking reins here. But Thomas did switch to Widow.
Definitely have to be watching out for that, as well as Sam on the D.Va.
Thomas taking a easy high ground here. Quick pick on the McCree. And gives a little bit of space, with Samito now focused on picking off the Widow. Velouria coming in here and trying to swipe in everybody else on a brawl. And for the most part, they did that. And then Samito wasting his ult.
But I think he's going to switch.
Velouria dismantling. I do think they're going to switch. But
especially with...
Yeah, I think he's going to switch. Everyone should have known that this play isn't smart against 6 people and a Reinhardt D.Va.
Yeah.
Don't use your barrage alone. So, just wanted to get rid of it. And now they're playing the Doomfist, what I think is a really good switch, if I'm honest.
And they've got a Junkrat as well on the attack. I've never seen, like, this is very interesting. But this could be worked out here. Junkrat is very strong.
Junkrat can get the high ground.
Out. But Samito here, getting a pick on Junk.
There are 3 picks for Velouria right now.
Looks like, well, yeah, Velouria is absolutely just going in. And then Widowblade smacking his die. And
now they got
a little bit of a waste of the bomb, maybe. But
the Valk is out from Honey Badge.
Honey Badge is very much stalling here, as much as she could.
Also, the ball is out from I'm Lag.
Samito getting a very interesting pick here, maybe trying to swing the tides.
Yeah, that's the best pick you could ask for. With the rocket punch gets another one. As you said, 3 people down, and with that, the tides of the fight turn over. Samito clutching up for his team with some great rocket punches coming out. And, well, the main healer is absolutely the main person you want to be looking for as that Doomfist. You want to shut down any source of healing to the enemy team, which gives your team the advantage in the fight.
And it was a very, very clutch contest from Honey Badger there. Kind of staying and hovering right above the point just to be able to contest. And that basically allowed for Samito to actually pop off here. And he's taking a very interesting positioning. Looking to get a pick early on, and he does.
Samito, yeah.
Another pick. Samito is absolutely...
Yeah, the pick on the doofus is really showing off.
Coalescence is up on the defensive side, and with that Star Sable falls and great use of ultimates there to make sure they can finish off the fight. But really, Samito carrying this fight on his back so far on the Doomfist. He's done great so far on the hero, and definitely excited to see what else he can make work on this point of Anubis.
We've definitely seen both DPS from both sides clutching up in really tight moments. So far it's been great work, and Samito looking to get another pick here.
And
he does again. Same thing, he pulls on Teemo twice in a row.
And now he's going for the Ryan.
Amount of space and trouble that Samito is causing
get another
the
one.
enemy team is actually disruptive as hell. It's insane.
Made 3 picks this fight, Samito.
He's done the same thing 3 times in a row, and they can't even touch him.
Yeah.
And as you said, the same rotation over and over, and you'd think that they'd start expecting it, but with them not really paying attention on the side of Velouria Wolves, it lets Samito do so much in the back line, bait so many abilities, and while the rest of the team goes in, he just picks up 2 or 3 kills while they're walking up.
Oh, and finally, Samito goes ahead and tries to mess with Samito, but he's still here, harming the backline.
And the Coalescence is almost up.
Fire coming out here from Thomas, but Samito getting a nice pick. Very nice tire on the Reinhardt.
But also still 3 picks from Horseman and another defense.
Horseman, very nice. Horseman getting very nice picks, even with the tire coming out.
And every single fight, Samito is getting at least 1 pick. They have to get rid of him.
Yeah, Thomas has made the swap over to the Sombra now, perhaps trying to dealing with Samito, and Samito seeming to recognize that this is going to be a big hindrance to him on the Doomfist, so goes ahead and swaps off the hero as soon as possible. But now the Riptire available yet again on the defensive side is J Skill is definitely going to have to be looking to put in a lot of work here on the Junkrat role.
Big pick from Samito again on Teemo, starting up the fight with a pick on the main healer. I mean, at this point, you've got to start be thinking like the whole attempt from Velouria is really just getting destroyed just because Teemo does so early to Samito every single time.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to be looking at Teemo here to find some answer, maybe playing a little closer to his tanks, or perhaps trying to use a Fade a little more defensively to make sure that he can stay alive and support his team as they engage onto the point.
They do. On Velouria, so they do have quite a bit of ults here. One coming out here from Samui Joe.
Oh.
Unable to get anything, unfortunately. B coming out. And here comes the bomb from on lag, and nice pick on the Reinhardt. Widowblade, however, able to pop his ult.
There's the point.
But they capped.
And before overtime.
Well said. Crucially, before the overtime timer starts, meaning that they have another chance to attack if Horsemen do manage to cap both points. It's definitely a great time being here for Horsemen. They stalled it out a lot longer than what it would have been if they rolled on through from first point on the side of Velouria Wolves, but Velouria Wolves got to be happy with making sure they finish with some time left over.
And you know, it was a little bit of a C9 considering that D.Va and another healer were still in the proximity, and they could have possibly had extended it into OT. So Velouria should be very happy with at least capturing the point here with time to spare.
I'm gonna have to look to see how Velouria Wolves decide to answer here to the Doomfist coming out from Samito, doing so much work on the defensive side, and well, no real answer to him that whole attacking phase. So Velouria Wolves gonna be running with the Junkrat Widow here, a lot of spam damage and a lot of potential high ground contesting with these two DPS heroes. Definitely have to see if they can pull it off on the defensive side.
Yeah, they got a lot of spam coming in, so going through that choke will not be fun for Horsemen. And we have seen Widowblade get the best of Samito when it comes to sniping. So, but who knows, with the pressure of Doofus from Samito, really anything is possible.
And I do like the offensive D.Va pick here. Lag is definitely going to be able to negate a lot of the spam damage coming into their team. So as long as they can get rotating quickly, they can make sure that they won't get killed by too fast, at least.
And it looks like they're going up the staircase here.
Yeah, but right now they're without their supporters. Lucy got picked off by Widowblade. But
great use of. Oh, Samito still somehow getting the pick right before Widow was able to.
And I'm like a Jones too. Samito got another one, but now got picked off by Samui Joe.
Massive hook from Samui Joe.
Going for the hawk. But
it still looks like this is Horseman's point.
Yeah, this is definitely. And again, Samito opened up the game for Velouria. No, for Horseman. Got 2 picks in this fight.
Although they lost the support early on on the side of Horseman due to the great shot coming out from Widowblade, it really wasn't enough to contest with the Doofus in their backline, consistently getting plenty of kills, as you said. Now coming into this, they have plenty of ults on the attacking side, namely the Coalescence here. You're going to have to see if they can bait out some abilities on the defensive side, maybe even get a kill with it. And with that, J-Skills is probably going to be able to build up his Death Blossom as well on the Reaper. So going to have to see how both these heroes decide to play around all the CC on the defensive side.
Very early Coalescence here to punish anything that's happening. Honey Badger.
Also, Widowblade switched off to make
it looks like it's a sustain only. It's a bomb coming out here from Lag. Doesn't get anything. Looks like Tire is coming out from Thomas.
But there's a death.
Gets Honey Badger. Big Shatter coming in from Conch though. Or sorry, not Conch. Yeah, Conch.
Yeah, Conch. And there's another Yeti
popping the.
And with the battle cry of Orisa, the fight ends. Ceasing your resistance is absolutely right. And as you said, plenty of trades were coming out, but on the attacking side of a 2CP map, an assault map if you will, you need to make sure you're getting as decisive a fight as possible. You want to lose as few people and get as many kills as quickly as possible, because the staggers can come out very quickly on the defensive side to try and stall the point out for as long as possible.
Okay, now one of them left.
Oh, pause.
But I think, but the fight started.
Oh, if I started? Whoa.
Well. Okay, one left. Now 5-minute break for them to come back.
5-minute pause or allow a fill to be made
and
for subs.
Mer left. Okay, Mer was spectator.
Yep. If in case in middle of the game, it's a 5-minute pause or allow a full fill to be made from the subs.
Then can you watch the group?
I'm watching the timer. Been a minute so far.
Looking at the compositions right now, we have to look to see if Horsemen can make this push work. They know that one person on the enemy team is going to be low on ult charges, which means this is their opportunity to get a good push. They have a pick already onto Samui Joe on the Roadhog, caught slightly out of position there, and it really is a good opportunity here. Horsemen effectively have a 6v4 available and only one ultimate available on the defense. This means they have a great opportunity to try and get a cap here with plenty of time left over.
But actually, this fight is looking really bad for Velouria. They lost the Hawk to Samito. Now lost a player that is that has to spawn back, and only got the ult from Widowblade. While Horseman is attacking with all of the 6 players, and having a beat, and are close to Doofus ult and Coalescence. So
okay, so it looks like Sam Murray joined the game.
Mer's joining?
Yeah, Mer is in the game, so we will be getting into the game as soon as we get the go ahead from the captains here. And as he said, plenty of ultimates on the attacking side. It's a great opportunity for Horsemen. They really have to make sure these ultimates count, though. We did see them in a similar position earlier on once they capped the first point. with plenty of ults in the bank, and unfortunately for them, just wasn't enough to cap the point. Well, the opportunity is here for them, and just presenting themselves wide open. So gonna have to see how they respond to the abilities coming out on the defensive side. There's just so much CC available. It's gonna be difficult for the side of Horsemen to get in effectively.
Okay, Headshot, is he the... He's not off? Or is he? Is he the player?
I'm not sure.
Does someone know who is Headshot is?
I do not know.
Me neither.
Oh, Obala. Sorry.
Yeah,
okay, I don't know what to do with Headshots now. Should I kick him or?
Well, unless we get a confirm from the captains that he's on either team, I do think we should just kick him to make sure that it is fair for either side here.
I'm winning on the OK. From both captains at the moment.
Of course. Well, as we said, plenty of ults on the attacking side right now, and I'm gonna have to look to Honey Badger here with the Coalescence.
Okay. Nobody knows him.
Oh,
he left. Okay, sorry.
Well, as long as Honey Badger can keep their team up
All
with
right.
the Coalescence in the middle of the fight, it's a good opportunity, and as you heard, we will be getting back into it now.
So, start. And now they're popping the high noon and the beat. Great hook from I'm Lag.
And Horseman here just kind of cleaning up at this point. Big stall coming in from Velouria though.
And the only CC here is the hook coming out from I'm Lag, but hasn't been able to find the Lucio so far. It does get the Sam out of the fight though, and Honey Badger with the Coalescence taking out Mur. Finally finds a frog off the wall. Oh, and the Dev Blossom is there.
Oh.
And J Skills showing off his skills on the Reaper so far, doing a great job of cleaning up these staggers, and with that, plenty of time left over for Horsemen in this next push. And right now, if you were to look at the time pools alone, it is definitely a very difficult situation here for Velouria Wolves. They're down about 3.5 minutes, meaning that they have very few pushes in comparison to what Horsemen have. They gave themselves a great advantage here on the attacking side. So definitely have to see how Velouria Wolves respond to the Horsemen's defense. They know what's been run already, so if they can find an answer for it early on, it could lead to a double cap coming out very quickly. But at the same time, Horsemen have seen what Velouria Wolves have to offer on the attack. So gonna have to, I mean, you really have to wonder here how they're gonna try and respond to the heroes that they saw. Thomas right now on the Sombra, I really like this pick. They know that Samito's great on the Doomfist, and Sombra's a great hero to shut him down.
You know, overall, we saw Samito really bless you. We saw Samito really kind of pulling off a lot of early picks and very much hurting Velouria's chances when it came to the attack. So they're going to run the Pharmacy here again, which worked out last time in the beginning of the fight. So will we see early picks coming from Thomas? Will we see Teemo feed again? We'll find out.
Thomas already has the sights lined up on Samito. He realizes quickly, though, and repositions to make sure he's out of the Widowmaker's line of sight. But as you said, Thomas is going to have to be the playmaker here for his team, finding early picks, especially on this point that is so open.
Absolutely amazing hog hook combo right there. Very well done from Horseman. And that gets the early picks. Samito getting the pick on Thomas. And this looks like a very quick reset here for Velouria.
And already Velouria up against the time clock. The time here. They don't really have any pushes left after this next one, so they have to make sure this is the one that counts. Yeti, though, very low HP, will get burned easily.
And Thomas still trying to look for the pick here on the Widow.
And he has to get
at
least 2 picks to do something.
It looks
Samito
like
very low.
Widowblade is just trying to touch the point, but it doesn't look like they can even get there, and they are unable. Strong position from Horseman.
And now
Absolutely.
Horseman got 4.5 minutes to capture only 1 tick from the first point.
Yeah, Horseman definitely in a
strong
good
defense here from Velouria.
Yeah, Horseman in a good spot here, and Velouria, of course, in the antithesis there in a very difficult situation. As you said, really that whole defense came down to that single halt hook combo. Getting the early pick onto the Diva meant not only the fight had to be stopped early on, a lot of ult charge was there for the defensive side. Even if Velouria Wolves were able to get on the point, a lot of ultimates were up on the side of Horseman. So it would have been very difficult regardless of whether they had been able to push in or not.
And you know, we've seen throughout this entire series so far, both off tanks have really shown up in quite clutch times, as well as both main tanks have just done absolutely fantastic job here. It's been very back and forth throughout the entire series from all sides of the comp lineups.
Yeah, absolutely. Tanks are a really important role in the meta right now, and if you have a great off tank and a great main tank, it's going to be difficult for the enemy team to do anything at all, really.
And now we see the first time a Sigma coming out from Velouria Wolves.
Samuel Joe finally pulling out the first Sigma in the entire series so far, meaning all tanks have been played so far.
Now Winston is missing.
Winston, sorry. Winston has not been played. Other than that, every other tank has been played. It just goes to show the diversity of the meta so far.
And Immortality Field is out. The hook on the Sam means an early kill for Conch. It's a great opportunity here for Horseman. Velouria Wolves have to play safe.
And
there are 3 picks for Horseman now.
Absolutely raining down hell behind them. And this looks like the map for Horseman here.
This is the map one.
We're gonna win this right now. 2-1.
And as you said, a great pincer attack coming out from Horseman there. They sent the majority of their team off by the Mega, trying to pull the attention to one direction when Sam just turned around and put all the rockets in their back, making sure they couldn't turn around or get anywhere safe. We see it right here, just great use of cover, making sure he doesn't die to the Ash either. Oh, and a beautiful direct there on the Thomas. Very long range rocket. And as you said, 2-1 to Velouria Wolves right now. Horsemen in a decent spot. They can definitely series back. And, well, after such a strong map win on Anubis, you gotta expect that their hopes are up. Velouria Wolves, of course, not out of it just yet. They just have to win this next map if they want to confirm their victory. So, gonna have to see how both teams decide to adapt to our escort map later on.
Okay, what's the next map?
It is Route 66.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Right now I think Samito carried a bit on his Doomfist, especially on the second point from Temple. Now Route 66 is not a strong Doomfist map, I think. Only on the last point.
It's not the strongest Pharah map either.
Yeah, so let's see what Horseman can do on this map and what Samito can play. If they're going for Sniper, then they will have a problem, because Widow played showed on Ilios that he can outplay him on snipers.
That's true. So if forced on snipers, Samito will have a hard time versus Widow Blade.
Yeah.
But we're waiting for confirmation from both team captains here. Alright, we need to star in for Timo.
Well, as you guys said, Sniper is very important on Route 66, and if it comes down to it, Widowblade is the better sniper.
Timo for star.
Can we start?
No, switch Timo in for star. Sable.
Timo for star Sable. Okay.
Yeah. And then make sure to put him on red.
Yeah. Timo red.
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay, can we start now?
Let me get confirmation from Sammy Joe.
as you guys were...
Ready to go?
Let's go.
Well, loading
he wants to swap teams though, but we already did that.
So don't swap teams now. Okay.
We really did it.
Well, coming into Route 66, as you guys said, sniper is very important, so we're gonna have to look to the off tank on the side of Horsemen to help out Samito in the sniper duel. Of course, when you have a stronger sniper player on the enemy team, you have to use as many resources to your advantage to try and give you some early advantage in the fight, whether that means you can get an early pick due to having a shield placed further up or having a bubble or defense matrix. Really, multiple teams take their own routes when it comes to trying to contest enemy snipers, and it's definitely a very important aspect, especially on this first and second point of Route 66. As you may be able to tell, it's a very open point. There isn't really all that much cover when you're looking down these lanes, and the only way to push the payload or halt it is, of course, to be fighting on the lanes.
Okay, now it's getting interesting. Velouria Wolves with the double sniper con Widow Blade on his prestigious Widow, and Thomas on his Hanzo. Samito also on the Hanzo, and Jace gets on the Reaper. I think Reaper is actually a bad decision against a Hawk and double sniper, so we will see if he can get something out of it. And the score is 2-1 for Velouria right now. Horsemen won the last game, so maybe we see a reverse sweep from Horsemen. And there's the pick from Widowblade to Honey Badger.
And you have to be careful for Widowmakers when the doors open here on Route 66 on either side. Both Widowmakers can be staring directly at the enemy team. And with an early pick, Velouria Wolves in a great spot right now.
Yeah, the Hawk from Velouria is flanking right now on them.
And this flank is definitely going to be looking to reposition the tanks on the side of Horsemen. Nice hook comes out, and Honey Badger down yet again. The spawn camp coming out from Sammy Joe.
Absolutely dominant here.
And we also know from Ilios that Sammy Joe is an incredible Hawk and can get a lot of picks. He gets enough
He
help.
dies early here with a good focus from...
But Mur got Jace goods too, so...
Horseman.
Nice hook on the Yeti.
Another very nice pick here from Samito.
But Thomas got Samito too.
It was a trade. Oh wow.
And time and time again, I'm lag hitting these hooks on the Yeti.
Honey Badger unable to res.
And there's a pick on the Jace goods again. And Jace goods is not getting anything out of this Reaper. And now that's a team fight win.
And that's an extremely quick first cap on Route 66. Over 5 minutes left in the time being. Velouria Wolves in a great spot right now to try and keep this payload rolling. They have plenty of ultimates available. And definitely have to be looking here to the Dragon Strike, see if Yeti can combo a halt with it to put in a lot of damage to the enemy team. On the defensive side, however, we do see Samito with a very similar combo. The main difference between these two teams being, however, Star Sable has the Immortality Field available as he's on the Baptiste. It means that his team can survive a Dragon Strike combo, potentially go with an early kill. Exactly, a great advantage right now for Horsemen. Great opportunity for them to push onto the payload.
Oh,
and there's a huge shot onto Iron Leg, but I can't.
Oh, that's a big Dragons possibly by Samir, no. But it does make a lot of space by cutting off the team. And I'm like another good hook, but Samir pulls another hook, and I do believe in this instance. Oh, unfortunate res by Honey Badger, and it looks like Velouria could maybe be crawling back here.
If they get the Hawk, they can. Okay,
very big
got the
DPS
Hawk.
Plays. Big DPS plays coming in from Velouria.
And a lot of ultimates available now for Velouria Wolves as well. Almost a full bank coming out. The TP in from Widowblade. Oh, gets shut down by Samito. Great shot to shut down the enemy Reaper.
But there's the end matrix pop from Star Sable.
Nice hook from Sam.
Harmless Potato is getting 2 with his coalescence.
Of course, we've all heard the stories of DPS Moiras, and off the back of that, I'm Lag coming in with the whole hog, finishing off the push. And Horsemen, looking like they were gonna lose that second point for a little bit there, do come back with a great coalescence, as you guys said, to try and finish off the fight. And they do successfully hold on to it with still several ults available on the defensive side. They're not in a bad spot right now. Now gonna have to look to Samito yet again with the Dragon Strike, see if he can combo it with the halt. The hook comes out, but unfortunately for the defensive side, Yeti there with the fortify. The supercharge comes out and so much damage on the attacking side. Thomas picks off one. Conch though trying to trade back. They don't want to lose this fight on the side of Horsemen. The Dragon Strike that splits off the tank line and support line.
Big Dragon Strike that could possibly split it off, but unfortunately it looks like Velouria here will oh, maybe it's maybe a little bit of a contest, but no. And it looks like Velouria caps.
And still plenty of time in the bank. 3 minutes and 45 seconds on third point of Route 66 is nothing to scoff at. That's plenty of time. This isn't a very long point in itself. So gonna have to see if they can capitalize on the time bank that they have on the side of Velouria Wolves. If they finish with a lot of time, it could be absolutely devastating. Dragon Strike comes out yet again. Samito, nice lunge to get out of the way, but I'm lag, unfortunately, not able to get away from the Dragon Strike. Neither can Conch as Thomas. Great kills coming out.
And so far, Velouria just kind of running through for the most part.
Now, Widowblade with the Death Blossom available on the attacking side. Gonna have to look to him to see if he can find a nice flank, make sure he doesn't get CC'd. Coalescence comes out.
Big ulti here. Widowblade ready to pop it, and he pops a big kick on Honey Badger.
Not only that, also baits Imlag further back, and look how close the payload is right now, with so much time available on the attacking side.
Samuel Joe gets a big, and Samuel Joe absolutely destroys the tank line, and that looks like that's it, and Horsemen are unable to look.
And a blazing fast time coming out from Velouria Wolves. As you said, no real stopping power, especially not on that third point for the side of Horsemen. They don't really find an opportunity to hold on for any extended period of time. So 2.5 minutes on the side of Velouria Wolves. Horsemen gotta have matched this if they want to try and win this fight, or win this map out and continue the series.
So they were asking for a swap on the teams because we didn't do it, but I don't think it's going to be the deciding factor in this series. I don't believe starting our attack or defense will be the main harm anyway.
Well, you guys said it before, and I'll say it again for sure. The snipers coming out on the side of Velouria Wolves, absolutely dominating so far on this map of Route 66. Widowblade not really on the Widowmaker too much on the attacking side, but on the defense here, great read, predicting Samito to be on the Pharaoh on the attacking side, and of course Widowmaker, one of the best heroes in the game to deal with an enemy Pharaoh. Now, I do like J skills on the McCree here. It means he has the potential to punish any flankers coming out on the side of Velouria Wolves, and Velouria Wolves is definitely a team well known for the amount of flanks they pull off. And, well, Sam on the Roadhog is going to have to be a lot more careful now, wary of the flashbang on the attacking side. Now, Horsemen pushing out still with this Pharah. They might swap once they see the defensive Widowmaker, but so far just trying to burn shields as quickly as possible. Very low HP bars on the defensive side, but great heals coming out from Myrrh and Stars, able to make sure the team doesn't fall early on.
And there's the kill from Widowblade onto Samito. Very well played.
And with Yeti getting another trade, it's definitely going to be a difficult push here for Horsemen. They do get a kill onto the Immortality field, but not enough here for the side of Horsemen to push up any further. Velouria Wolves in a great spot right now. They have good positioning now. They're getting close to both their support ults. So gonna have to see how they respond to the switches coming out from the attacking side. And I'm lagged so low HP on the point right now.
Also, Sabijo switched to Diva. Switch from Hawk. Now Samito on his Hanzo, maybe he can contest Widow.
Widow Blade looking for a pick here. Kind of has free range. And Thomas
got J
going
skills.
through on J skills.
And here's where the McCree tends to suffer into the double sniper composition. He lacks the range available to duel these heroes. And with even though so many abilities coming out and ultimates on the attacking side, they can't really find an opportunity to make it work. But Harmless Potato trying to win this fight for his team. I'm lag.
Too nice. Oh, grab early on.
And now we see the first time Zarya.
Minute 30 grab. Coming out from on lag.
Yeah, and I like the grab. Even though the man advantage was in his team's favor, he makes sure to end the fight as quickly as possible with the Graviton Surge, making sure that his team will have as big a time make as possible, and it's exactly what they need in this situation. Now, on the defensive side, on the attacking side, J-Skills has a Deadeye available, has to make sure it doesn't get eaten up by Samweedra with the future defense matrix coming out. And the Supercharger coming out from Yeti early on. Oh, so much damage on a Star Sable.
From Khan.
Shattered.
Didn't get anything. Or gets one, sorry.
J-Skills finds one and a mech for purchase with the Deadeye coming out. And just like that, Horseman looking a lot like Velouria Wolves in the second point, pushing straight on through the first bend, looking to end the point off strong. So many ultimates up for either side here now, and Thomas gonna have to make this Dragon Strike a good one if he wants to help halt the very quick push coming out from Horseman so far. They do manage to contest last second. Dragon Strike is there, and with Conch going down early on, it's an opportunity here for Velouria Wolves to push it in.
But Jace, and now, wow, it's looking really strong for Horseman now. And now the high noon from Widowblade, but got nothing out of it. That's a team fight for
Samito picking
Horseman.
up so many kills in that fight, so much damage coming out from this attacking Hanzo. He seems so confident in his play right now, and it really is paying off for his team.
And Widowblade switching the Reaper here. Reaper May combo actually. Is what we're getting out of Velouria. Or yeah, Velouria.
And Velouria
to isolate the Ryan or one of the tanks here.
Yeah, and perhaps even looking to just drain some time. 4 minutes left still for the side of Horsemen coming onto the third point. So much time available. They have plenty of pushes to try and cap this third point. Now, Flanking Reaper coming out. Widowblade baits the enemy's ability.
In, but great use of the shield as well as the immortality. And we have Cersei coming in Amp Matrix here. J-Skill gets hop on the Widowblade here.
That's a great early kill as well. So much damage gone on the attacking side. Velouria Wolves and a great opportunity.
Kind of just sitting in the back line here, looking to get a pick on the McCree. Unfortunately, McCree does come out here and gets the pick. Huge picks coming in from absolutely huge picks coming in from everyone here on Horseman's side.
And I actually think Reaper was a bad pick from Velouria Wolves. Reaper gets nothing out against any one of these. Like McCree can stun him, Samichu can potentially one-shot him, and Zarya can deal also with him on high charge. So what do they want to do with a Reaper against them?
And so far, very even map here. Both sides pushing in, trying to get the win.
Yeah, as he said,
trying to get the win, and then Horseman just trying to get the draw here, so they are trying to get the win on this map, so they can actually go into the final fifth map of. I'm so tired. Oh my god. But you know what I mean.
Well, as you said, what looked like a big time bank from Velouria is dwarfed by the time bank coming out from the Horsemen. They did a great job of counter pushing very aggressively, constantly putting pressure on the enemy team, and not really giving them an opportunity to get a nice hold, just like they were trying to do on their own defense. So now Velouria Wolves, 2.5 minutes. They set the pace right now in this situation. they make sure, or they show the enemy team where they have to push it to. So Velouria Wolves is going to have to be trying to get all 3 points yet again. It's going to be very difficult on just 2.5 minute time bank.
Okay, now Widowblade is again on the Reaper. Let's see if we can do this time something with him.
And we're seeing the aggressive comp here from Horsemen running that Ryan Zarya. While we do see the same kind of Orisa hog combo coming out from Velouria again for the most of the series. Or Sam Joe looking to find a pick on the backside here. Big hook coming in, but absolutely insane focus on him, and then he dies immediately. Just still getting the pick.
Now, this isn't the same situation they were in before. Although the first push gets halted, they have time to regroup and get several more good pushes in. But Yeti, very like, if he got picked off, that would have been absolutely stellar for Horsemen. They would have had a great opportunity there to delay as much of the time bank as possible. And Thomas now on the Sombra, trying to find an answer here for J-Skills on the McCree.
And for the first time in the series, we're really seeing Velouria actually going out of their comfort zone and playing very same comp as Horseman here with the Ryan Zarya match, and I'm like here getting the pick on the Ryan. It looks like it does look like they still kind of hold here, Horseman.
Yeah, Horsemen doing a great job of using their positioning to their advantage. Starsable not able to speed onto them, which means Mur on the Brigida gets a lot less value than if they were able to just speed onto the enemy team and engage very quickly. And with only a minute left, it's definitely a difficult opportunity here for Velouria Wolves. The Horsemen doing a great job so far of holding this first point. The hack comes out on a conch, and great support coming out, making sure he doesn't fall too early in the fight. And the shatter is out. Thomas on the ground.
Massive shatter here.
That's another reset for Velouria. But now Widowblade got his Death Blossom, what can be a teamfight win. So they have one more fight.
Look like Velouria might be almost staggering themselves here if they get picked off. Does have ice there on them, but I think they do get themselves a reset here, and nothing from possibly Widowblade with the Death Blossom for the most part. But let it be known that they just used Immortality early, so Widowblade does have opportunity to hit a very big die.
No, the Death Blossom got the knife from McCree. J-Skills definitely the MVP of the round.
Stunned and dead immediately. And Horseman hold. It's a big EMP, but everyone's already dead at this point.
Yeah. And I think the deny from the Death Blossom was their team win for them. The flashbang from J-Skills, incredible usage. And then the High Noon, who got like, I think 2. I think he got 2 with it. Really
yeah, for
carried
sure.
them.
Great job coming out from defensive McCree there. Great awareness, making sure that once the Immortality field was down, he had his flashbang up at all times to make sure that he could deny the Death Blossom any value whatsoever. And it really is important in situations like that to have heroes with a stun ready to punish ultimates like a Death Blossom that can be interrupted. As you said, the Death Blossom absolutely could have been a tide changer here on the attacking side, but great stun means that they don't really get an opportunity on the side of Velouria Wolves to push it past the second bend on the first point.
So I need a stun.
Yeah, on the attacking side, J-Skills on the Sombra perhaps looking to mirror what Thomas was trying to do on his own Sombra, and I do like this. They know they only have to win one fight, and Sombra has one of the best ultimates for confirming a fight win, especially comboed along with I'm Lag on the Zarya, playing for the Graviton Surge. If they can go for an EMP, Graviton Surge, and a Dragon Strike into it, it would absolutely confirm that they can win this first point out and then tie up the series 2-2. Now, gonna have to look to Sam and Yeti here on the defensive side. If they can land the halt hooks early on, it could absolutely be what wins them these fights. but it's going to be very difficult, especially into a Ryan.
Ich kann jetzt nicht.
And as I said before, Horseman right now just
big hack on early coming in.
Das ist ein
I'm sorry. Sam does get punished in the back. Widowblade, nice shots on the attacking McCree, or sorry, defensive McCree. But already 2.6 meters, and the payload just goes in.
C9.
The point quick enough, and as you said, a C9 coming out there. Great push coming out from Horsemen, really led them to win this so distinctly, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But as you guys said, of course, great play coming out from Jade Skills on the McCree. Definitely picked it up whenever his team needed him to, and came in clutch in so many different situations.
Yeah, overall, it's just been very close set between two teams. They're going to have been back and forth for the majority of the day, and each player on the team, there's not been one single player there you can say they haven't done anything for the team. Each has their own highlight moment throughout this entire set. But it really comes down to who can pop off more. And so far, it's been a very back and forth between both sides.
Yeah, of course, as you said, this has been a close series so far. No real clear winner in sight so far. Velouria Wolves gonna have to do a good job here on control if they want to contest Horsemen, who so far have just been absolutely enabling their DPS heroes to do so much damage and put in so much work for their team.
What is the last map to play? What is the tiebreaker? I think Nepal?
Nepal, yeah. Nepal.
Okay, actually Nepal is another Doomfist map, so Samito has a good chance to pop off again. Also, J-Skits can play his prestigious McCree, so it's looking good for Horsemen.
Yeah, Velouria Wolves definitely going to have to find an answer for both these DPS. They really haven't found anything that can universally shut down the deep hero pools coming out from Samito and J-Skill so far. And, well, when your DPS are feeling themselves, and it's very difficult to shut them down, so much confidence coming out of these players. And Velouria Wolves looking kind of shaken right now. Definitely going to have to see how they respond, if they can gather their troops and go in for a good 5th map.
Yeah, in the first games, Horsemen tried to play it more like maybe new meta with Orisa Diva, but now in the last games they tried more heroes where they're comfortable with it, like cut over more on his Reinhardt and I'm like on Zarya to support him. That's more heroes where they really like to. Like J-Skits loves his McCree. So maybe they're trying to run this more and yeah, getting the victory with heroes they're comfortable with. Can we start? Okay, I think we lost battle, AKS. Then I have to look for the match chat. Okay, one team is ready. I think we can start.
Okay. So I am due somewhere else in a couple minutes, but I do want to say before I go who I believe should be, or the highlights for both teams. So as we're starting the match, I just want to say that both Samito has done so much, as well as Imlag for the Horsemen. Absolute pop-offs, that's a word, as well as Honey Badger from each role. And then from Velouria, Widowblade has put a lot of kills, but as well as Thomas, but really I think the highlight has to be Samui Joe. He's just done such an incredible job, as well as their supports. Both of them have done amazing throughout the entire series for the most part, especially Mur has done a lot for the support line.
I totally agree.
Yeah. So for the most part, that's what I have to say. I will probably be here when we do the MVP vote, but for right now, I'm going to come back in a second. See you guys cast and have fun.
Okay. Thanks to Sia, man.
Of course, thanks to BattleX for helping us out here. And we are going to be loading up onto Nepal Village now. And Village, one of those maps that is definitely very strong for Doomfist, as you were saying before. But Samito right now, looking like he might be playing the Pharah. And Pharah is another one of those heroes that definitely can get value on these maps.
Yeah, that's interesting, because Widowblade is a specialist against Pharah, especially against Widowmaker. So, interesting choice, running Pharah. But looks like the keep want to try it out. Cut over on his Rhine and I'm like on his Zarya. It worked before, so it can work again. And Jace gets on his map, what is in my opinion a really good pick. So
yeah.
I think both teams are going for the point first.
But speed boost is here for Velouria Wolves. It means they get set up with their Mei earlier on. They have the defensive advantage right now, and gonna have to look to see if they can get a wall off onto the enemy team's tanks to split them off from the healers. But Conch, great early kill onto Star Sable.
Okay, now waste Mei wall, I think, from Velouria Wolves side, and now the now Horseman is attacking from two angles, with Pharah from behind.
Ooh, good wall though. Splits off the tanks, and with that, Widowblade picks up a kill on the Conch, but so many kills coming out from Horsemen. Velouria Wolves, no chance right now.
Yeah. The attack from both sides with the Pharah and the main team was way too strong, and now Velouria Wolves has to make some changes to contest the Pharah. But are they going to make some changes? No, they're not going to make some changes. Interesting. They're staying on the Reaper.
And it seems like Velouria Wolves want to just brute force onto the point, just put in a lot of close quarters damage, put in a lot of close quarters lethality, not even necessarily the damage, but the freeze coming out from the Mei as well. They have to be careful though. Great wall coming out, splits off the tank line and support line. With that, Samito finds an opportunity to go for an early barrage, taking out Yeti early on.
Okay,
Widowblade though.
Incredible block from Jace, shadow from Samito.
But Widowblade there in the back, putting in so much work, picking up 3 kills in the fight. And as you said, great wall coming up from J-Skills. You rarely see a Mei wall blocking her shatter.
Okay, interesting. The Reaper worked against the For Mercy, and Samito wasted his barrage there. Couldn't do much with it. Now he booped off the Reinhardt and forced the Velouria Woods back to the point. And
that's a great early kill.
And now Horseman has to capitalize on it. And got Star Sable, so it's looking strong. Blizzard's throwing it, it's getting in. And now the team is getting killed. There's the cleanup from Horseman.
And although they did lose that fight, they did a great job of recognizing when the fight was lost early on. Once Murr was down, Velouria Wolves called not to use any ultimates, so they have plenty of ults now to try and retake onto this point. And as you said, Samito is a real threat right now on the Pharah. There isn't really too much that can contest him on the side of Velouria Wolves, so they're going to have to look to see if they can rotate onto the point quickly enough to make sure they don't get spammed out by Samito.
Now I'm spectating Widowblade to see what he can do in his Reaper. And now he's going for cutover Conch. Blizzard is in, and that's the team fight. Barrage is coming in, but still not enough to win a fight.
Great shield from Sam as well, making the Pharah kill herself in the sky. And Velouria Wolves, very quick retake.
And I think, like, you shouldn't ult against the Mei, against the Blizzard, because Blizzard is like EMP, he can't kill the whole team, because the whole team is stuck and can't do nothing. So I think the barrage was a big waste. They should have waited out and give them the point.
Yeah, and now so many ultimates on the defensive side of Velouria Wolves. They only committed 1 ult, but Sam, again, early kills coming out from this player. On the Pharah, the shatter is there though, and it's massive, picking up so many.
There's coming Widowblade with the Death Blossom, got to. And now they're going for them. Widowblade now easy for him to clean up. This series is getting really close on this map.
Yeah, just now taking over the enemy team. Velouria Wolves just barely having more percentage than Horsemen. But they do have ultimates available, particularly J-Skills on the Mei with the Blizzard. If they don't wall him off and get an early kill on him, it can be absolutely devastating to the side of Velouria Wolves.
Now, Samito's coming from the right side with his team, okay, interesting. And there's a great wall from the Mei. And the Blizzard is coming in, freezing the Ryan. And now they're 4 frozen. And that's a teamfight win for Horsemen.
Ooh, and Samito commits a late barrage there.
And that was totally a waste for the barrage. Totally. And that can punish them.
Yeah, Samito definitely wishing he could take that one back, because as you said, good opportunity here, but Cutover Conch has a flanking shatter, taking down the Ryan early on. That's all you needed, really.
And now they have to try to contest, and the Rista touch it, but doesn't look like Velouria's getting the picks. That's the first point for Horsemen.
And a great call there from Horsemen, setting up for the flank shatter. They knew they only needed one pick early on, especially onto an enemy main tank. It's going to be absolutely devastating, and it gives them the round win. Now, Horsemen on the back foot, or sorry, Velouria Wolves on the back foot here. If they don't win this map, they will lose the series.
And actually, then they got reversed sweep from Horsemen. Would be epic for Horsemen, but devastating for Velouria. They need to win. They're standing 1-2, 1 win, 2 lose in the league at the moment. So they need to win to get back in the rankings.
Now J-Skill Samito sticking with this Farah Mei that did so much work for them earlier on, and I'm lag swapping over to the Roadhog now, looking for some environmental kills here, on particularly the enemy team's tanks if you can find an opportunity to. No, good defensive setup right now from Velouria Wolves yet again. They always have the speed boost advantage, which means they can get set up early on, but with the lower heals, it means that they take a lot more damage early on as well. Ooh, but J-Skills down first in the fight. Sam Weejo with 2 of the best picks he could have asked for. No more environmental kill hazards on the defensive side.
And that's a total reset for Horsemen.
Yeah, very quick push. Nice hook yet again from Sam Weejo on this Roadhog. It's such a good off-tank for this team. Nice wall, though, comes out. Not able to punish a Reaper for it, though.
But I think it's interesting running Farah on this point of Nepal, because Farah doesn't get that much space in here, or can easily get shut out from Hawk or Orisa or Thomas with his Sombra. So yeah, like I said,
the caster curse is there.
Yeah.
Taking Samito out of the sky. Honey Badger does punish Thomas in the backline, though. Great job from the Moira on the attack side.
On the J-Skills, both DPS are out, and another
Star Sable.
Star Sable is popping on this, and is this a kill for the Hawk? Yeah, Samito got Moira too, and now they really have to make some big swaps.
And that's 3 environmental kills coming out, and we see why this is one of the most favored points on Nepal for many players. Environmental kill hazard is always available, and it's definitely very entertaining to get them on your own, but if your team is following them consistently, it's a very different situation to be in. Nice hook onto Harmless Potato. The halt hooks coming out from Yeti and Sam have been absolutely stellar so far.
And right now it's getting late to switch up something. They have to make something work. For Mercy hasn't worked yet. He doesn't get a single barrage for the moment. And Samito got another one. And
yeah, ooh, nice pin. Stops the whole hog, but not enough for his team.
There's the coalescence on Honey Badger, died. There's another hook from Samito. But a huge shadow from Kato. But Widowblade came with his Death Blossom, and that's it. That's the 100-0, and I think Samito had a bad pick with Farah. Always, J-Skills couldn't do anything on his Mei. They needed the whole 100 percentage for getting ults, Was really bad played from their side, but now there's a better map for them, not getting pooped off. I hope so.
And not only that,
there's still some space to get pooped off, so...
Yeah, but not only that, this is also a better map for Pharah overall, so you can take more cover from the enemy team's Roadhog. And generally, Roadhog isn't who you're worrying about as Pharah, but Samweejo showing that he is an absolute threat to the enemy team, regardless of what hero they're on or what hero he is on. And Horsemen now pushing onto the point. They have the Rhine Zarya. They want to play this a little bit more brawly, especially J skills on the Mei. But nice hack on the Honey Badger means that they won't be able to engage too quickly right now. Wall comes out and the hook is blocked. J-Skill's nice awareness there to block it with the ice block. Almost gets punished, but great heals coming out. And Horseman with such a good position right now. They have so much positioning on the point, and the freeze on the Widowblade means he goes down early on. I'm lagged. Such high energy right now on the Zarya. Already at 50% to the Graviton Surge. And with so much damage coming out onto the side of Velouria Wolves, they have a great opportunity on the side of Horseman to cap this early on. With Samito picking off Star Stable early on, it just secures that even further.
Samweejo did 2 picks, but looks like it's not enough. Or maybe it is.
And no healers on the side of Horseman. This is so close. Myrrh and Widowblade trying to bring it back.
But they couldn't bring it back. Myrrh has to do something now. Horseman got the point.
And as he said, Myrrh doing so much right now for his team. Unfortunately not enough, but he does have the Coalescence available now. But the other side, almost 6 ultimates coming online soon for the side of Horseman. Definitely going to be a big threat right now to the side of Velouria Wolves. And with 21% already, the hook!
There's the hook!
And the hook
incredible!
again!
And they're incredible on this Orisa Hawk comp. And their MP is out.
Massive EMP, 5 people hacked means no abilities out, and Myrrh can play so aggressive on the Moira.
Easy teamfight win with only 1 ult. No, 2 ults used. Coalescence got used too. And that's a strong teamfight win. And the Blizzard got denied. Didn't saw that.
Oh yeah, I believe it got hacked out while it was in mid-cast. I may be wrong, of course, but as you said, great ult economy coming out from either side here. Velouria Wolves did a great job of making sure they only needed 2 ultimates to win the fight. Supercharger comes out, and Widowblade is there with the damage boosted Hellfire shotguns doing so much damage. And once the Supercharger goes down, there comes the Amplification Matrix. Widowblade gets a pick in the backline, and off of that, Star Stable and Yeti manage to finish off the fight. Great play coming out from Velouria Wolves on the defensive hold of this map.
That was a great team fight from Velouria Wolves, but they used every single ult they had, except for Coalescence. They didn't have it. Now they only have Coalescence to fight against Barrage and a Shadow. And there's a pick off of Star Stable.
Yeah, Samito just so good at picking off these supports early on in the fight, especially on the Pharah, finding the off angles. Very aggressive right now on the Moira, almost takes down Harmless.
And there was a huge shadow from Cutover. Get 2 or 3, I'm not sure. But now it's a cleanup for for Horsemen. Now they're getting the point back.
And while Myrrh was off trying to kill the enemy pharmacy, as you said, a great shatter from Conch doesn't get denied in value at all, and they get nice kills coming out. I'm like, does finish off Thomas, and crucially, he did get to get out alive, which means he has to respawn for a good amount of time. So by the time this fight starts, the percentages will be pretty close to each other, so it's going to be getting close to the last fight territory here for both sides. This could potentially be the last fight of the series so far, depending on who takes it.
Okay, but now it's interesting. Both got this tremendous ults. Like, oh, Samito got Moira. Jace got his Blizzard but can win a team fight, and Thomas got his EMP but can win a team fight. So,
and another huge EMP.
And now they have to pick them up fast. And there's the Blizzard. EMP wasn't enough to get them up, but Blizzard is enough. So, right now Velouria Wolves only have 1 fight left. to maybe...
Oh, and a late kill on the Thomas. That's great for Horsemen. They did a great job of making sure to punish the Sombra, which means that he won't be able to be there to disrupt the backline on the side of the Horsemen. As you said, the Velouria Wolves, this is their last chance. This could potentially be the last fight, and plenty of ultimates up on either side. I'm Black looking to combo his ultimate with the barrage.
Can they touch? Okay, Widowblade touched for them, and now they have to get huge picks. Warlock is used. And they get 1, 2 picks, but they traded.
And this could not be more back and forth right now. Murr trying to win this for his team, and so many ultimates up. The barrage is there.
Barrage.
Samito picking up 3.
I think it's the only good barrage in this game, but it was an incredible one in the end. Maybe it's silent.
Well, if you have to make one count, then the very last one is the one that should count the most. Just
yeah.
Oh,
and there's the reverse sweep for Horsemen, and a really close series. Jace got the play of the game.
Yeah, and I feel like that last fight really goes to show how close the series really was. Back and forth kills, one after another, and then as we were saying before this match even started, it really did come down to one player going off a little bit harder than the rest, and Samito on the Pharah finding his opportunity for the barrage. As you said, one of the few good barrages he's had this series, and it was the main one that he needed to make count. Picking up 3 with it, just absolutely devastating the enemy team. Great play coming up from both sides.
I just came back, but I saw the score from 2-1 down to 3-2 victors in the series. Horsemen have absolutely just performed every single map. They've gotten better, and these hardcore combos cannot be done without a pull from the Yeti Zorisa, and Conscious had landed a lot of massive shatters, so big ups to them for playing a very consistent 4-game series, or 5-game series, sorry.
Yeah, and in these longer series, you see teams generally start to slow down in energy towards the end. It is very taxing to play some of these series, especially when they're longer maps like what we saw on Route 66. And it's very difficult to try and stay in the right mindset the whole time around, and Horsemen just managed to edge out Velouria Wolves in that last fight. And really, it did come down to that very last fight on the very last map. It's what stories are made of.
So, guys, who do you think is the MVP of the whole game? Who do you think should get the MVP?
I think out of all the players that have really just put everything on their back, I feel Samito this game for sure is probably one of his outstanding ones that you could probably recall, just of how much he's done for the team throughout the entire 5-game maps, how consistent he's been, and overall how well he's done. So for mine, I would give it to Samito.
Absolutely. So, of course, I wasn't here for the first 2 maps, but in the last 3, Samito has just been absolutely all over the enemy team. Samui Joe definitely gets a massive shout out from me, though. Such great hooks and just such great play overall coming out from this off-tank player. But Samito does take the cake, in my opinion, with just slightly better value coming out from the heroes he was on, and that last barrage really sealed it for his team.
So yeah, but honestly, I think as though it was a really huge team effort from both sides, really, because nothing that he could have done wouldn't have been available without his supports kind of backing it up throughout the entire series as well. So really, I think it's almost if I could, I'd give the whole Horseman almost MVP. But again, if we're doing individual players, ones that's really impacted the game would be Samito for sure.
I actually would give my MVP vote to Samito because I saw all 5 games, and I think Samito was consistently good on all games, not just with Hawk, also with Diva, carrying some fights on his own. And I think from the start on, the first 2 maps, he not carried the team, but did a ton of work for them. And in the next games, he still played really strong. So, in my opinion, Samito was the most consistent player because from the DPS from Horsemen just woke up after the first 2 games, after they got way more confident with their heroes. And I would give Samijo my MVP vote, but you gave both the Horseman DPS the vote, so I probably think he's going to be MVP.
Well, I do believe that is all we have for today. And thank you everyone for tuning in to the stream. This was an absolutely stellar series to watch, stellar series to cast, and I want to say special thanks to BattleX and Tom for letting me come in a little late here. Had some electricity problems for a little bit, but man, it was a great series to cast for sure with both of you guys.
Sure, this is my first series that I casted too, and honestly, it was a very, very good one to watch as well. I enjoyed every minute.
Yeah, it was really cool to cast with you guys. And I'm looking forward to cast with you again, maybe next week. Let's see.
Let's hope so.
Legendary is playing against Sassy, a really interesting matchup. Both didn't lost a single game in their series, so one of them has to lose this time. And yeah, we see then who is probably climbing up to the next division next season.
Yeah.
Okay, but then that's it for now. So have a good night, guys, or a good morning.
Of course.
And yeah,
we'll see you guys later.
Alright. Bye, guys.
Then see you guys. And now I have to close the stream.